Sponsored by degenerates like you. What's happening, people? It's a special episode. It's episode 180. Comedy by coincidence. What's happening, you righteous people who patron our show? It's your boy. It's Chris Davis. It's Chris Hippie Davis coming to you live, Davis Studios, Midwest, with my favorite man, my favorite comedian. It's the Florida Panther. It's the Mormon Foreman. It's...
What up, motherfuckers? It's Ty. He's back.
He's alive, too. That's great. I love that. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing A-okay. I hear cats in the room. I ate at my first restaurant kitty place, for dinner today. I had Chinese food, and they had restaurant kitty. It was black and white, and it fucking rubbed my leg a couple of times.
Okay, so I had to, double check myself 3 times as you were saying that on, is he sitting down and there's cats there, or is he eating cats? I couldn't tell for a second.
I mean, the meat was a bit sus, so who knows?
They just keep their lives, their kitties fresh and on deck, you know what I'm saying?
I know, it was tasty regardless. The food I had, it was Chinese, so naturally I went for the noodle.
Yeah.
Got meat and veggies. And the menu just said meat, so it was different shapes and sizes and flavors, so who knows what the fuck I ate.
Well, hey.
To complete the meal on the table, I did get some spring rolls, some beef spring rolls. You ever accidentally, all right, so, at Walmart, those microwavable burritos?
Yeah.
Imagine that size and shape, but you decided not to use the microwave, but you put it in the oven because you had an extra 20 minutes you wanted to waste. But then you got too stoned during those 20 minutes because you thought you could finish a joint, and you actually left it in there for about 35 minutes, and that's what came to me.
Tremendous. Apologies. It sounded like there's an emergency happening upstairs, and Dr. Evil literally went running from the studio to deal with it. So shout out Dr. Evil. Again, P's and Q's, dotting our I's and T's, all that stuff. So you're eating well. I want to know, where are you at right now? Where are you? Oh,
dude, we are in Buenos Aries. Buenas noches, motherfuckers. We're in Argentina. We are very upset. I've never wished for the downfall of an economy so bad. Oh my God. Okay, so it's a mind fuck. That's what's happening here.
Yeah.
Is that the Argentinian peso is so weak compared to most currencies that their prices, when you look at their prices, you're looking at prices in the thousands.
Yeah, $1,900 for a lighter. Yeah, exactly.
However, the Argentinian peso has gotten better compared to the U.S. dollar. So now when I'm looking at the prices, I have to think, okay, the price is $1,100, $1,100, and when you convert that to U.S. dollars, that's $1.10. So, like, it's. Let's phrase it this way: a bottle of water is $1.10, which is a phenomenal price compared to the $1.75, $1.29 to $1.75 a bottle of water at a gas station in the U.S.
At home, yeah.
However, when you go out to eat, you cannot find a restaurant that doesn't serve a dish. Like, to get the meal I got tonight was $28.
Okay.
You know, which it was a lot of food. Don't get me wrong. However, when you know for a fact that 2 years ago you would have gotten that same exact meal for $10, it's infuriating.
Damn it.
Oh, yeah. Like, so, you know, congratulations to the Argentinians. You're doing well. Your economy is doing great, but I hope it falls.
Hell yeah. And we are rejoined by Dr. Evil. What'd you find?
Nothing of note.
Nothing good?
No.
Don't even worry about
This is it'd be too Midwestern for me to explain on the pod.
Spoken like a true Dr. Evil. Next thing you know, at the end of the podcast, you're going to go upstairs, Chris, and you're going to find like a kidnapper just tied up in the living room.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. It was the dishes in the crock pot. Just for, you said the most Midwestern thing, and now people had to know. And it was, in fact, the dishes in the crock pot. Don't even worry about it. It's all good. It's been a, crazy weekend of moving my grandma. So, like, we got a lot of extra just residual stuff coming in.
Like, you have to move grandma? Like, tell me what about this crazy weekend.
We got to back up further. I want to hear more about you, because you're out on the lam, you're living big.
And our story is going to take a while.
I got catching up to do with you, dog.
Okay,
I'm a year older. Right. I'm a year older since the last time I seen you, so I got shit to tell you. You are
a year older, and how dismayed we all are.
I know. Time is ever changing, and, I'm getting older, too.
Yeah, but, everybody wishes for eternal youth, that sort of stuff. You know what I mean?
I was going to start singing, what's that Stevie Nicks song? Landslide, for y'all, but we don't need to cry. No, it's been tough, but I want to hear about Brazil. Argentina. He's in Argentina, by the way. He's in Buenos Aires. Okay.
I've been here for a grand total of, let me see here, today, yesterday, and then I landed midday, so 2.5 days.
So you got there Thursday the 5th. Tremendous. Or no, I'm looking at the fucking wrong fucking, god damn it. I gotta start doing that on the podcast now, so that everybody knows I'm actually looking at a calendar. Look at that, bitches. So you got in on the 10th. Oh, we're not over 10 minutes for sure.
I got in on the 10th. I left the 9th. 10-hour flight, and I was the only person in my entire section that had to sit next to somebody. Everybody else, either like that was your significant other next to you, or it was an empty seat.
Right.
I was so pissed.
And
did they look you up and down first, or like did they?
Yeah. I talked to the flight attendant. And I was like, "Hey, this is like, you got the largest guy next to the smallest lady. Like, could we figure something out?" And she just looked around, and was like, "There's nothing else. I'm so sorry."
Like, I just wondered if you got dress coded or something. Like, that sounds like the sort of thing that they eyeball you and go, "No, you're sharing."
Yeah, I don't know. But she did offer me, like, she had an extra meal. And she was like, "Hey, I got an extra meal," instead of, like, "Sorry, we couldn't find you a better seat, but..."
Okay,
you,
at least,
like
okay. So they weren't...
She was playing... Yeah, okay. She was nice about it. She was a very nice lady.
I thought you were going to be like, it was like... And then she spit on my shoes, and she...
No, I'd already be viral if that was the case. I would whip out my phone. Take
Man crashes out on airplane.
That was Delta. I like Delta. So, like, if that lady did that on Delta, I'd be like, free flights for life, and you have no case.
Dude.
But no, it was like I just bring up the flight because there was a small Argentinian woman who like was like old, but in that graceful but have wrinkles old, you know, like sage like old lady. But still on the younger side. I would place her like low 50s, but she was like maybe 4'8", 4'9", super skinny. I swear to God, like she folded in half on the airplane seat and fell asleep for half the flight. It's like she was tiny, so it kind of worked out. But at the same time, I felt bad.
It's all good. Hey, it's behind you. You never got to do that again. Right now. Sorry. So the flight, not to your favorite, you know, not your favorite flight in the world. What'd you think of the airport when you landed? I'm a nut job. Those are the kind of questions I ask, by the way. Go, carry on.
Yeah. It's really yeah, because like if you're asking about an airport, there's two possibilities. One, you're trying to smuggle something through, or two, you want a job. You know what I mean?
Did you? Yeah, no, I didn't ask my normal way. I asked that question, which is, hey, did you make it through customs okay?
Yeah, dude.
So, you know.
I'm currently not doing this podcast with an embassy employee in the room. We're good.
Yeah, absolutely.
No, it's just an airport. I mean, like,
No,
I don't know
I
what
honestly
episode
asked
it
because when I landed in Costa Rica, we landed and had to depart on a tarmac because they had but four gates.
Oh no,
you know what
no,
I mean?
we were in a big boy plane. They had to, no stairs for us.
Yeah, that's all. That blew my mind. Honestly, I felt like a president. But carrying on. Tell your embassy friend I said hi and that we love Argentina. You know, all that stuff.
Hey, Jimmy, Chris says hi.
That's right.
Jimmy says hello, bro.
Hell yeah, Jimmy sounds cool as fuck. Let's see. Carrying on.
Here's the thing though. Like before I left, I don't know what I did to myself, but I slept wrong and royally fucked up my neck.
Ooh.
Right. So I was flying here, you know, riding in the airplane, had to sit in a specific way so my neck wasn't hurting.
Right.
You know, basically took the chair, the headrest of the chair has flaps, so you could fold those up and hold your neck in position. You know, just in case you're cheap like me and you don't want to buy the neck pillow. So like I pinned my neck in a certain way, got through the flight, and then landed and immediately was like, I need a massage bad. And that's what I went and got, right? Just a regular, no happy ending, no extra. A lady that was willing to punch my back and get the knots out massage, right?
Yeah.
Found a wonderful spot. But like overseas, a lot of these, there are two types of massages. You're either going to the spa, three types of massages. All right, you got the dirty one that everybody's thinking about. You got the one in the spa that kind of catered towards women because you're getting like the face treatment and all that stuff. And then you got the lady in her apartment, right?
Yeah, the private.
I always go for the lady in her apartment.
She knows what she's doing.
100%. The lady in her apartment that like has kind of a lesbian vibe to her,
Totally.
you know, but
she wants to
could
punch you.
definitely ride motorcycles. You know what I mean?
Yes, 110%.
So that's the lady I chose. I got there. It was like she smiled, and I was like, "We got a real one," because she had like that bad teeth, you know, like possible meth, most likely just cigarettes, but hasn't brushed in a while and should have started 30 years ago.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
And boy, did she deliver. I felt like she bruised my back, bro.
Straight up
for
probably did.
$65, she like just, you know, elbows. She was pressing so hard, I'm pretty sure she scratched my back, and it looks like somebody was clawing me during sex. Like,
Tremendous.
She dug in. It was awesome.
That's great. That's exactly what you. Hey, $60 Argentina money couldn't be better, dude.
Oh yeah. What else? Happy July 4th. I grilled a steak and ate said steak and then went to bed. What
Good.
did you do?
All right, dog. Let's talk about it. So let's go back. Thank you for wishing me a happy birthday. You know, and to anybody who wished me a happy birthday, thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Like, you know, it means something. You know, you go your whole life having your birthday predetermined for you, what your plan is, who you're going to see. My birthday's July 3rd. We always go on a trip for the 4th. So I always had to see my family. And on a weekend like that, shit can go crazy, bro. I love my family. They're great people. But you put us all in one house for an extended period of time. Like, I'm talking extended family. Shit goes crazy, you know. Fights, things getting broken, things being, you know, medical events happening, shit like that. So I'll say this. Thursday, I woke up in St. Louis. I had a lot of shit to do, and I was trying to go to Kentucky with the fam for the weekend and leave that evening. But I'm not trying to rush. It's also my birthday. I can do whatever I want. I have to run a shit ton of errands, and have a lot of cleaning and crazy and just shit to do to be able to leave. You know, take care of the cat, get them set up for whoever's taking care of them. Lame shit for your birthday. You feels? You know, just general adult shit.
Too.
Right. You have less responsibilities than me on most things, but yeah, you feel me.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, I get you. Though.
You feel me. I do schedule one or two nice things for me in the mix, but it's like I got it down to the minute on, okay, I'm going to have breakfast with my mom from 8:30 to 8:50. Literally, we had breakfast for 20 minutes on my patio, and she's like, all right, I got to get to work. It's good to see you. Happy fucking birthday. Love you, Mom. You rock. Savage. Got to see my mom on my birthday. Some people, you know, don't got a mom. That's how I thought about it. She's like, you probably don't even want to see your mom on your birthday. We ain't got to do that. I was like,
me, I would love to see my mom on my birthday. I just have a long history of having to work on my birthday.
Exactly. I thought of it from that perspective of there's plenty of people who would just absolutely kill to see their mom on their birthday. Yeah, let's do that. That sounds cool. Talk for 20 minutes. Got on my errands, okay? About, 11 o'clock, I get done with a lot of shit. My boy hollers at me. We go shooting. I have a couple of revolvers that I bought a while back that I had not fired yet. Got to go run 100 rounds through each, and did it on private property where I could smoke cigarettes. You know what I'm saying? Nice. So, let's see here. And then I got back Aaron City, did dinner, got us on the road by 7, didn't get to Kentucky by 11. Stayed up smoking and went to bed late, you know. Overall, okay birthday. A lot of driving, though. Okay, probably a lot of construction. Like, I'd say of a 211-mile journey, 90 miles was construction, Ty. What the fuck is up with that, Illinois?
It's summer.
Illinois, get back on it, dude. It's been like that for years, dude. But, okay, off that. So the 4th, let's talk about that. Perfectly great. Great day. You know what? I shot off fireworks. I hung with my family. I went swimming. I tie-dyed. That's a big one. I love tie-dyeing. That's great. I did that on my birthday.
Nice.
It was cool. I got almost the whole family into it. Everybody made a tie-dye. I made a couple for me. That never happens, right? That's cool. Normally, I only make tie-dyes to sell. So, you know what I'm saying? For the band and shit. Good time was had by all. I got to tell you about the 5th, bro. We got to talk about Saturday, July 5th, because it's still July 4th weekend. We're still down at Kentucky Lake. I'll say this. My sister, who's a nurse, takes off early. Like, she probably dips by 10:30. Okay? My brother and his girlfriend, who's also a nurse, dips by 1. Okay? As I'm dealing with putting the tie-dyes in the washer and checking them all out. But I'm doing that in direct sunlight, and it's hot. And again, my brother and his nurse girlfriend take off. Okay?
Yeah.
We're like, God damn, it's hot. Let's go hop in the lake. So Dr. Evil and I go and we hop in the lake. Slowly, the family starts to join us. Because, yeah, it's the hottest part of the day. Fuck, it's like 100 degrees outside. Yeah. There ain't no shade down there, so the water's the only thing cooling you off, and you're in direct sunlight. My poor little grandma wants to spend time with the family. She starts coming down to the dock to go swimming with us. I gotta say, the steep on this hill to get to the fucking dock is like a 45-degree angle.
Ooh.
And
okay.
my grandma is not getting around the best these days. God damn it, Grandma. If you hear this, just fast forward 5 minutes. Five minutes, okay? I love you. She starts coming down, and she doesn't get around very good. She's got arthritis everywhere. Her legs ain't working like they used to, you know what I mean? And she's prone to fall and, shit like that. But she comes down to go swimming with us. Yeah, Grandma, cool, we're swimming with Grandma. She gets in the water, but she puts a giant life jacket on that's way too big for her. And when she gets in, she's like getting choked out by this fucking life jacket. So we hand her some floaties. She also, arthritis everywhere, can't get her fucking legs down. Especially because the life jacket's fighting her. She's fighting. She just wants to get her fucking legs off the top of the water and below her, and it's like impossible.
Yeah.
Grandma, I'm sorry. Fast forward. I told you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be listening to this. Okay, she's fighting. It's also choppy, like hella waves. It's the hottest part of the day. She's in direct sunlight. After a little bit, bro, she goes, I'm not feeling good. I think I just want to go up. And so we go, and I actually hand her a pool noodle. Somebody does. I wasn't me. I just thought it was so funny. Somebody hands her a pool noodle and literally pulls her around the dock to the ladder because she's been struggling and fighting to get. She's out of steam, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we help get her on the dock, and I get her set up in this like lawn chair, kind of half in the shade, because there ain't no shade down there. You know what I mean? And I go hop back in the water. When I pop up, I hear is Grandma nauseous? What's going on with Grandma? Grandma's not feeling good. So I get back out of the water. I immediately grab a shit ton of ice. I give her some. She puts it on her forehead. I take some. I just rub it on her back right here, And I give her a big bottled water, out of a cooler. She goes, I just feel terrible. And like she did not. No, she looked terrible. She looked like she's having a heat stroke, dude. I want to get her upstairs to the shade, but we're gonna do it on her time frame. You know what I mean? She definitely looks like she's gonna puke, and she was nauseous. I didn't hear it, but everybody kept saying it, and I've never seen or heard my grandma being nauseous. You know what I mean? She a trooper, and also she doesn't drink at all. Like, had a glass of wine her whole life, kind of thing. Does the blood of Christ count?
Did you misplace the gummies?
I did think I lost a pen at their house, dog. I ain't gonna lie. I was freaking out about that, but in its own capacity. Okay, wait. I had other things to freak out about. We'll put it that way.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. I could do a comedy special over this day, dude. Honestly, bro. Like, I got fucking 30 minutes to 50 minutes of material on this story.
Hey, man, let's make it a long one. Tell the story. Let's go. Practice.
We're going. I'm trying to work some shit in, and that's why it's going to feel long, people. I apologize. Strap in. This was one of the worst days of my life. I've had worse birthdays. No, I've definitely had worse birthdays, but, like, this was, Okay. So, eventually, Grandma's feeling okay enough to stand up. I help her up, and I literally hold her hand. I walk her up the hill up to get up to the house and get her on the porch and shit. And we have to stop 4 times as we're going up. Each time when we stop, she looks like she's going to vomit, bro. She doesn't. She's a savage. You know what? Shout out Grandma. Savage of the week. Grandma Davis. You know what I mean? Throwing that out there for just that one, for not puking on me. Because if she puked on me, Ty, I'd puke. And we don't need we don't need Family Guy happening on the 45-degree slope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
plus, everybody down at the lake's gonna feel that eventually.
Okay, because they got to come and walk through it, and then everybody literally is going to get the family.
The hill gets slick.
Yeah, that hill gets slick too, bro. That concrete is slick. Imagine chunky concrete. So, let's see here. I get grandma up there, and honestly, she hates being babied. She wants to do all the hospitality shit. She does not want me to take care of her, so I stick with her for about 15 minutes. Grandpa comes and relieves me, and grandma's like, Christopher, you've done so much. Get out of here. Get out of here. I was like, okay, grandma. Okay. You got it. And I take that as an opportunity to finally go burn one, because I thought my grandma was having a heat stroke. Everybody was worried. Seemed like a medical event was happening. I think the medical event's passed. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Okay, she looks like she's saying she's feeling a little better. She's got water. She's got ice. I go up to the shed. The shed is where I'll go burn one if I need to, away from the family. My dad's up there. Dr. Evil and I are hanging with Brian. We're, doing our thing. And my grandpa comes up. When grandpa comes up, I stop burning one because you want to, it's his shed. You want to be respectful. I don't think he's down with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a huge shed. It does not smell. You know what I'm saying? It is like an Amish shed.
I got you.
We're, it does.
So there was a skunk in there.
There was a literal skunk, and everybody knew about it. So we had the perfect cover, dog. We had the perfect cover. It was like
that's brilliant.
It couldn't have been better. It didn't fuck with us at all. I think it was albino. It was the craziest looking tail I've ever seen. That's a minor undertow to what's happening here.
We thought that was going to be the big news.
Yeah, we thought that was the coolest, funniest thing of the weekend. Nah, dude. We've talked one medical event. Strap in. So my dad and my grandpa are fucking around at his shed table, and all of a sudden I hear, ow! My dad drops something from the table, and then he goes,
not in and of itself a concern, but...
oh, fuck.
And now it's a problem.
So I hop up, and I just see blood, dude. I just see blood on the ground. A lot of it, like, I'm talking a lot. What had happened was he dropped a pipe cutter, and it fell down and hit his left ankle and sliced in, and the weight of the fucking thing pulled out. Okay? And I thought it might have hit an artery just with the amount of blood that came out, dude. It was gnarly, and he immediately kind of half goes into shock, but he's not going to go into it till he sees it. Okay? But I get him a chair immediately, and I'm like, hey, let me see it. Let me check it out. I don't want you to. And he goes, nah. And he just picks it up and looks at it himself, and I look at the same time, and I literally go, oh, we need to go to an urgent care, dude. We need to go somewhere. And he goes, no, we're good. Just let me sit here for a second. I got this. Let me think it through. And I was like, I'm trying to be respectful, but also I'm like, nah, dude, I really think we need to go to an urgent care. We need stitches. And all the nurses left. And he goes, I'm getting really hot. I go, oh no, fuck. Okay, stay. And I got him in a chair. At least he's not going to fall. I'm watching. And he goes, I'm going inside. And he stands up and he starts trying to walk out of the shed. And there's like 2 cars parked in the fucking shed. He gets not even past, he gets like to the end of one and he goes, I'm going down. And I catch him and I help him down. He doesn't like fall, but he falls heavy. He's fainting, dude. And he did not actually lose consciousness, but he started planking on the floor. Horrifying. He's still bleeding out, dude. We literally got this tray while he was sat down. I went and grabbed the tray and stick it under it so we're not bleeding all over Grandpa's brand new concrete. I'm also trying to disinfect it because there's flies everywhere. It's a hot ass shed in the middle of July in Kentucky. You know what I mean? But fucking yeah, it just keeps bleeding. While he's in shock, everybody's getting in a commotion. Everybody's coming up from the water, so everybody's coming and checking. I gotta say, Dr. Evil goes and immediately responsive. She's a great person to have in an emergency. I think both of us, but like she goes in, like I'm doing my thing, but she's like, what can I do to go just help the situation without asking? She went and found antiseptic. She got towels. when she came back, I was like, hey, I need you to go find his shoes. We're getting out of here. We got to go to an urgent care. While he was still on the ground, she went in and got his shoes, and not only that, but found his phone and his wallet. You know, what we could think of, maybe have a medical card, at least, you know, his phone, so we could get a hold of mom or whatever. I got mom's number. What are we talking about?
But in getting the antiseptic, I had to go past Grandma,
who's
barely
now
recovered.
moved from the porch to the couch, and they're like, what's going on? Oh, Brian cut himself. I'm just getting some stuff. And Grandma starts going from sort of recovering to much worse, and starts vomiting again, like straight up. Like, I think she kept it in until then.
Thank God everybody knew that Brian cut himself, and me simply being the one to go get the stuff meant it was a situation that
he's not doing it.
Yeah,
oh,
bad in Ann's case, good in his aunt's cases, because they both step in. One helped me gather Brian's stuff, the other one tended to Ann.
Yeah, and they both asked me what they should do. I was like, hey, take care of Grandma, because I'll take care of this, but I don't know what's going on in there. So, like, monitor her. If it gets much worse, we might need to get her somewhere, too. I'm wondering if I should take her, too. And they're like, nah, I don't think so. We'll go take care of her. But, okay. After he says he needs 10 minutes, because this always happens when he gets cut. It's happened to him every time he's gotten a foot cut. He just needs 10 minutes to write it out, then he can take care of it, you know? I'm like, okay. After his 10 minutes of shock, he's like, help me up. And we're going inside. He's in just his swimming suit, so he wants to change. Bro, I swear to God, I listened at the door to this bathroom because I thought my dad was going to fall over and die in the shower. He took a quick fucking shower and changed into fucking jeans.
And called his wife because he left his medical card in St. Louis.
Yeah. He didn't have his insurance card.
Oh, gee.
Let's see. He changed into fucking jeans, and then he put on one really long. He wears these socks up to here, bro. Puts on his really long wigwam sock. Puts on a fucking work boot up to the same height, and then goes to put a wigwam sock on the fucking foot he injured too, and was like. I was like, no, it's okay. You don't gotta fucking leave it, dude. What are you doing? He's just like, okay. So we get him in the car. We go to the urgent care. We're the first people in the urgent care. I want to mention this. Side note. We're the first people in the urgent care, but the second people to come in after us is a family of two young girls, probably 8 and 10, and a mom and a dad. Okay? This is important for later. We'll come back to that.
First to like 6, by the way.
It got crazy. Thank God we were the first ones in there, and they got Dad in right away. Okay, it's also, I'm hoping and praying there's a fucking urgent care in the middle of nowhere, fucking Kentucky.
But also, shout out to
That's open
Brian
on a
for
Saturday
doing one of the most savage things I've ever seen someone do after severely injure themselves, which was immediately start eyeing the Dollar General.
Next to
and
the
I'm
urgent
all
care.
hyped up, so I'm like, I gotta go somewhere. What do you want? And he's like, beef jerky.
Gimme.
2 types I want to compare.
That was insane, dude.
It was awesome. And I got us snacks and shit too, and he was delighted about the watermelons that I ended up picking up because I thought we needed a treat because that was some shit,
That
bro.
was some shit, dude.
And it was honestly probably not super couth to be bashing teriyaki Jack's Links in the urgent care waiting room, but you know what?
We
were
needed
too
it.
shook
It was
up to
keeping
care.
him from passing out on us after all that blood. Listen. Okay, they get him in pretty quickly. I have to do 16 pages of paperwork for his ass, and they get him back there. When he goes back there, I'm like, okay, we got time. Let's go outside. I'm burn a couple. We finally go into,
Make
trying
contact
to
with the house, make sure all is good there.
Yeah, we offered to get pizzas for everybody and whatever. But just really trying to just come down from the shock and trauma and stuff, After about an hour and a half, it's getting close to their closing time. We're like, yeah, let's go in there just in case they close and he needs help outside or whatever. So we go back in there. We're the only ones in the waiting room again. We hear people coming down the hallway, and we're like hoping it's Dad, but it's the family with the 2 girls. And the older girl who needed treatment and the dad go and check if they need to pay. And they take care of it, and they go start the car. The mom goes in the bathroom. The youngest girl stands outside the bathroom, kind of like she's waiting next in line. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And me, this have no consequence to me and Kelly. We don't give a shit. But we're just chatting, having our own conversation, living our own life, trauma and shit, reality. I see this girl start sliding down the back of the wall that she's standing against. But then she starts to fucking tip over. And like she kind of she kind of passed out, dude. And hit her fucking back of her head on the tile floor, and we could hear the conch from where we were at. And her eyes are still open, and I stand up and I go, "Hey, are you okay?" No response, eyes wide, totally in fear, looking up at me.
And we're like saying,
Hey,
little girl.
Hey,
so
little
it's
girl,
evident
you
that
okay?
Yeah.
You know? And she goes, she starts having a seizure. Completely ran, you know what I mean? So I start I stop talking to her, I start screaming, "Hey, anyone, I need help up here. And 3 nurses come out of the back and immediately rush to her side. What's kind of funny, Ty, is the mom busts out of the bathroom. She goes, "Where is she?" And she's like, literally opens up one door and looks down it and like is looking around for the older daughter. Literally ran past the daughter on the ground. That the nurses are running because they were there for the treat whatever for the other chick.
They said blood draw in some capacity, so like
you know. But I point at the girl who's on the ground and I go, "Right there," and she goes, "That one?" She literally said, "That one," and I go, "That one."
Mom was like, "That one was fine.
That one was fine 5 minutes ago. What the fuck? And the nurse calls in the dad, and like we tell the dad what happened. They all go rush back to another room. Here's the problem: all the nurses ran up front. The door's locked to the back. They had to call somebody who was in an appointment or whatever to come let them all back in because they locked themselves up front. Nobody had the keys.
Secretary?
Yeah, the secretary came out too. I mean, shout out to
flagged her
them.
down. Like
We flagged all of
she
them.
was one of the first on scene.
It was crazy. So also that was probably the most traumatic of them too. Like, I wouldn't say most traumatic. Dad's was pretty fucked up.
But it was wild to make
Just
eye contact with a person.
Eye contact with a stranger's child fucking having a
medical
seizure in the
emergency.
fucking medical hallway. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Shit was wild. Just to end and it's not over.
And like,
I wish it was
Brian's
over.
not even out yet, so we like have a moment of silence after where we experience like 20 emotions in a 30
all in
second
one,
span.
dude. Like
We're crying,
crying,
we're
laughing. What the fuck is life? You know, what is going on here? We need to get the fuck out of here. I started laughing hysterically on the drive back. It was crazy. But I'll say this. We leave there. They close at 6. Dad gets out right before they close. We go back. We get there by 6:15.
Good.
He's looking good. He's feeling good.
4 stitches later.
We get back probably 6:15. Immediately start helping with dinner. They made some burgers and brats and some great shit. And we're gonna have a great dinner. We had a great dinner. Good time.
Though Brian put his boots on, and that was not a good time.
Dad put both his boots on after getting 4 stitches and like immediately grumpy, immediately not looking good, immediately hunched over like he went from being energetic in the car to I hate my life, dude. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, take your fucking work boots off and don't tighten them as tight as you possibly. What was wrong with you, dude?
So he eats his food and he beelines downstairs to go.
And goes and
rest.
lays down. As soon as I finish my meal, I'm thinking about getting seconds. I get asked, "Hey, Christopher, they're actually thinking about taking the boat out today. You drive truck and trailer all the time. Can you go help them pull the boat?" happy to. I'd offered already. My grandpa didn't want to pull the boat. He thought he wanted it in for a little longer. Everybody convinced him, hey, we got the help. Let's take it out while you got help, and it's not just grandma. And he agreed. He didn't really want to. He agreed. That's important for later. I hook up his car to his boat trailer. I gotta say, when I turn the car on, there's so many fucking lights on the dash. Like, check this, fuck, this is, all these check lights on the dash. There's an exclamation point next to drive. Ain't seen that one before, you know what I mean? But this is what, he literally just used this to run trash earlier in the day. This is what we used to run the trailer. We're running it. So I hook it up. Oh, they're taking off with the boat. I got to go meet them. I don't care about these lights. Let's go. They're doing it,
Yeah.
So I take the trailer. We go pull the boat. Everything goes smooth at the takeout. Once we're out of the water and we're about to head back, I go, hey, Grandpa, I want you to tell me how you want me to park this bitch. And he starts by saying, I want you to go down the right of the circle. And I got to tell you, Ty, we got like this stupid fucking driveway that's all on, again, that 45-degree hill. It ain't fucking fun on the slope. And it's in the shape of a teardrop. It's like a single one from the street, and then it tears off and gets wider and comes to a circle. At least it's a circle. But everything in the middle of that is gravel. And like a couple ditches. Not great. He tells me he wants me to go down the right of the teardrop and then back it up and cut it at the Sienna and put it in the garage. Which in my mind means back it uphill. Like push it backwards uphill.
Yeah.
Avoiding trailers and cars and into the garage. That sounds terrible. I would never do that. I tell him how I want to do it. Like from the road, I'm going to pull in front of your neighbor's house. I'm going to back it around and down into the garage. And he's like, that'll never work. What do you mean that'll never work? That sounds like the most logical approach. He's like, no, you know what? I want you to go down the left, go all the way around, and then we're going to back it in right there. And I was like, but there's cars right there. And he's like, okay, I want you to take it down the right. And he keeps changing the directions every time just a little bit to really throw me off. So we run through.
You should have never asked,
dog.
dude.
Yeah, I should have just gone off of instinct. It would have been perfect. I do it 5 days a week. I do it 5 days a week, Ty. I do this for my daily job. Okay. So after 3 or 4 stories on how I should do it, I go, okay, let's head back. And we head back, and literally before the big hill they even go down to their driveway, I stop again, and I get out, and I go, Grandpa, one more time, how you want me to do this? Shouldn't have asked, Ty. He tells me to go down the right and back it up, cut it at the Sienna, go in the garage. That's the best way. I am absolutely sure he was telling me to go down the right, go all the way past the teardrop, and then back it in retrospect. But I am still thinking he means push that bitch uphill backwards. I'm like, listen, if we could just get everybody to move their car so I got enough room, I'll just pull around. He's like, if you want to do that, I'll call them and have them move their cars. I was like, okay, we're doing it. Everybody gets out and moves their cars. The whole family comes out to watch. I go down the right. And by the way, Dr. Evil had talked to my dad while he was in his bed ridden, while I'm getting this trailer. And he tells her, listen to Grandpa. He's done this more than anybody. He knows what he's talking about. So she tells me that, and I'm like, ah. And literally, they moved their cars so I could pull around. Ty, why didn't I do that? I go down the right, and as I'm going down the right, I hear in the back of my head, listen to Grandpa, and I go, okay, he wants me to back it up, cut it at the Sienna. I'll do that. So I throw that bitch in reverse, dog. On the hill, the wrong way. I start backing it uphill. And I got to cut it a little weird. And I end up one tire in the gravel. No big deal. Cool. We're rocking and rolling. I cut it a little too hard again. I'm going the wrong way. Fuck. Okay, I gotta even out. I got two wheels in the gravel. That's cool. No biggie. No biggie. We got this. Just a little. Oh, I got a trailer on this side. I can't hit it. I can't fucking. That sucks.
Still, despite the odds, if the
Oh.
Sienna wasn't there, you'd have been clear.
If the Sienna wasn't there, I would have made it. I would have made it time. But what ends up happening is after a series of wrong calculations on my part, I got all 4 tires in the gravel. I'm about to make the cut to just push it back, and have the straight shot back in the garage. And I can't get over the lip of this these couple bricks. These bricks are in the way. I'm stuck in the gravel. The front, I can't go any more forward. My grandpa literally gets out of the boat. He's mad at me. I'm cussing. He hates when people are cussing. He's starting to get mad at me. He gets in front of the car and starts pushing like Superman, going to push this bitch over the hump. He's 80, you know what I mean? Like, man, I started yelling at him because I have it in reverse. I don't have it in park. I go, get the fuck out of the way. I'm going to run you over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to kill my grandpa today. And as soon as I did that, he's pissed. He's next to me in the window going, shut it off! Shut it off! And I'm still trying to gun it. And I'm thinking I'm pushing gravel. It's making sounds. The whole family's watching. You know what I'm saying? After he yells at me to shut it off, he goes, you ain't moving the tires and you're revving like that. You're going to blow my engine. And I shut it off. And I go, what would you have me do? He goes, I don't know. Surely not this. I don't know what to do now. I go, exactly. And I get out of the car and I take a couple steps away. And he comes running at me going, you shut up. And I go, stop. I said it wasn't great. I definitely slipped a fuck or two in there. But it was like, stop fucking talking to me. Nothing you can say is going to cool me off right now. Something like that. And you know what? I'm going to be real. He did. He didn't turn to me. He didn't keep shouting at me, but he turned immediately to my other uncle who did nothing wrong.
Well, he did. This was right where he went on that tirade about, nope, this is my own fault because I decided to have someone inexperienced.
Oh, yeah. He called me an inexperienced trailer driver, and
Jared,
that got me. Got me.
Jared didn't like that he was laying into you, and
he said one thing, and my grandpa turned and laid into him for a couple paragraphs, and then my aunt, who did nothing wrong either, said one thing, and he went and yelled at her, and then he turns back to me and he goes, "Give me the key." And I hand him the key, and he takes the fuck off, and he goes, "Everybody get out of here. I'm done. Nobody touch it. Nobody fucking touch it." Kind of thing. And a minute or two later, my 2 cousins come out and go, "Hey, Grandpa said everybody's got to leave. We got to go." Kicked us out, dude. So the trailer and the Dodge are still in a really bad place. And also, I'm worried I blew my own, because it wasn't moving, right? It wasn't turning tires. I'm a little worried I might have blown my fucking grandpa's Dodge up. That's terrible. You know, that sucks. Also, his trailer is like angled downhill. If he goes to fucking unhook and rehook on, someone's getting hurt. You know what I mean? And
yeah.
I will say this about one family. They take off. 4 minutes later, they're back because they're like, we can't leave Grandpa like this. We got to fix this. Grandpa's going to get hurt. So my dad comes out injured, and he's like, listen, we got to fix this. And we start getting into it and fixing it, and we hook his car up with his chains to the chains on the boat trailer, and we managed to get it unhooked from the Dodge, and we have it uphill, and the whole family's working together to do it. And while it's chained, while it's suspended, while we're getting it chalked the right direction, my grandpa comes back out, and he's yelling at my dad now, who, again, was not out earlier. He was down trying to sleep it off or whatever with his injury. He goes, "Brian, talk to me." And he's like fucking 50 yards away. My dad's fucking injured and driving and also holding the boat from dropping it on Grandpa, right? You know what I mean? With his car. And my dad's like, what do you want, Dad? And he goes, Brian, talk to me. What do you want, Dad? Brian, you better talk to me. And my dad just goes off on him. What do you want me to do, Dad? Put this in reverse and fucking lose the fucking chain and fucking hop out and lose the chain or fucking hop out on my bad foot, bust it open, bust my stitch. Just goes the fuck off. And then Grandpa's like, don't fuck with it. Everybody out of here. Reiterated, everybody leave. You're not welcome here. So everybody vamooses. It is actually at a point where we have it chalked off. Grandpa could deal with it at this point. It's like uphill. It's right in front of the garage. All he's got to do is hook on and pull up a little bit and back it in. He's good, you know. Nothing's hurt. I don't know about the Dodge. Hope to God the Dodge fucking runs, but I guess we're all getting out of here, so the whole family takes off, and I burn a few in the shed because I'm at a hotel that I cannot smoke at, so burn some there. Grandma comes out, and she's like, I'm like, Grandma, I feel terrible. I'm going to apologize for what I said to Grandpa, and she's like, that's great, honey. Don't do it tonight. I don't want you to go in there tonight. Okay, Grandma. She's like, actually, I came out here to talk to you guys. How are you guys doing? So, shout out, Grandma. You're savage. He's a little tired. Yeah, she did blame it on being tired. He didn't get his nap today. It's not you. He didn't. I feel. Yeah, it was terrible. Nobody left there feeling good that night. I'll tell you that. We did go back the next day. I did talk to my grandpa. We actually both apologized, which I was not expecting an apology from him.
Sidebar, in the
Cool.
thick of it, one of his aunts mouthed, do you need a ride?
Yeah, that's tight. It's tremendous. Okay.
And then she split. She said, I ain't sticking around to see this.
And I gotta say this, I didn't sleep that night, bro, because I did not think that Dodge was going to work in the morning. I thought I totally toasted with all the fucking lights on and everything. And the exclamation point next to drive and all that shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to our delight,
When we pulled up, Dad was helping Grandpa hook the Dodge onto the trailer. They'd gotten it free from its fucking shitty position. And they were back in the trailer into the garage. So Dodge wasn't even fucked up. Tremendous.
well,
Nice.
and not anymore. Fucked up.
Not any more fucked up than it already was, you know? So, yo, that was one of my many birthdays from hell, but that's the most recent one. So, 29, here we go.
Oh, also,
Smoke 'em if you got 'em. What's up, Dr. Evil?
he drove back.
Yeah, my dad was, like, trying to still leave Saturday after his injury, and he didn't. And we were like, hey, if you need help driving back, I'll happily drive with you. I'll drive your car back. Dr. Evil can take the other one. He's like, no, I'm driving at 5:30. I was like, okay, Tiger. No, straight up, I was like, hey, that's cool and all. I believe you. I fully believe you. But in case you don't, I'm still game. If in God,
be here at
God
8.
forbid, I'll be here at 8 if you need to. And we followed his ass the whole way back. We all left at 10 or something like that. He was not feeling good in the morning. Rightfully so. You got fucking shot up with needles and fucking like painkillers whenever they give you stitches and shit. So, and then stitches ain't no fun. But what you gonna do? Hey, and then this weekend we are moving my grandma with dementia into a nursing home, which is like really terrible. Nobody feels great. It sucks. We all don't want to, but it's bad. You know what I mean? It's really for her health. So, I mean, nobody feels awesome when they have to do that.
Your mom offered to hawk me one of her bras earlier. It was unused in Terry's defense.
Okay, fair. My
She's
mom.
like, you can say no, and I said I appreciate it, but no, thank you.
Yeah, please don't be wearing my grandma's.
That was what I was thinking about.
Yeah.
I was like,
No, I don't need
I
that.
couldn't in good faith wear it around him, knowing it had lived in his grandma's house for that long.
And this is where we end the podcast because Chris got to go puke. Listen, we got a speed run because I do think I actually have people coming over tonight, which is very unusual for Chris on such a busy day. Quick comedy news from America. You got stuff to look forward to. I need you to take note of this. Comedy news this week. Adam Ray may have done his best performance ever as Tony Hinchcliffe on Kill Tony.
I just watched that episode, man.
Oh my God, that was tremendous. What a historic occasion. I thought it was better than any of his other characters I've ever seen. You know, I love Dr. Phil. You know, but I do like Adam Ray a lot. I gotta say that.
I agree with your assessment, yes.
I'm still with it. Fuck yeah. Hey, I told you. Dr. Evil thinks I'm slipping. I don't know what's
you got
hit.
your finger on the pulse.
I got the pulse of what's happening, dog. Other comedy news. You got anything, Dr. Evil? What are we thinking here? Friend of the show of Fighter and the Kid, Tim Kennedy, who literally was just on Fighter and the Kid, multiple appearances during Brian Callen's family vacation recently, like to fill in, just got accused, and rightfully so, of stolen valor, saying that he had it's like a silver medal. Hey guys, I'm gonna put it generally here. A certain award medal with a certain V for valor that apparently he did not receive. And in the military community, that's a big no-no. That's just fucked up. Saying you got, anyways. And he has definitely profited off of his so-called military experience and whatever. That's pretty fucking crazy. And I will say they stood with their friend. That's just fucking crazy. So, The Fighter and the Kid always seems like it's just a mild fucking show of bro talk. The shit behind the scenes there seems bizarre to me. So.
It's the conspiracy theory side of my brain is, circling.
Yeah. Anyways, that was one that I had to investigate myself because I've listened on and off over the years. But other news. I am trying to be brief. Legion of Skanks. Why do I always just report on the Skanks and what they're doing? That's fucking wild. Getting off that. What we got, Dr. Evil? Here. Hey, this is what's important. Fuck the comedy news. Hearing for STL Sheriff Alfred Montgomery removal set.
What?
Yes.
They set the hearing date. Okay, that makes sense.
I hope he wins. I hope he wins so the saga continues.
Shit's getting crazy, dog, out here.
I mean, I'm sorry it's your community this is happening to, but from the outside, this is hilarious.
This is nuts. You look up STL Sheriff, look into it, dog. You know what? And who's to say, I'll stay out of it. Hey, if you're a good police officer, we appreciate you. You know what I mean? I have been helped and protected and served by many a police officer. And you know what? The one or two times I had any sort of run-in that was negative, it's because your boy was slipping. And you know what? Hey, reminded I was slipping. I didn't read this until right now. Let's see. Who's the daddy? Birth certificate takes center stage in case to remove St. Louis sheriff from office. What the fuck?
Wait, what?
What the fuck, Dr. Evil? I was trying to get us in and out of here.
Okay.
Fuck!
Now we
The 9:30 happened. I had to know.
Listen, I'm going to try to read this NPR style just so we can understand, Who's the daddy? Birth certificates take center stage in case to remove St. Louis sheriff from office. Sheriff Alfred Montgomery's lawyers accused the Missouri Attorney General of false nepotism claims as a court weighs an explosive bid to oust Montgomery from office. St. Louis, Missouri. A high-stakes legal battle over the future of St. Louis Sheriff Alfred Montgomery took a dramatic turn Wednesday as defense attorneys challenged one of the state's central claims with birth certificates in hand and a question ripped straight from daytime television. Who's the daddy? asked retired Judge David Mason. Ooh, this is the retired judge they brought out of retirement to talk for him. This is the defense.
I know it.
Defense. This is your guy, dude. Judge David Mason, now serving as Montgomery's lead attorney during a news conference. I can't believe we're staying up with this as much as we are. I know who that guy is, you know?
Oh, chills.
Who's your father? How do you prove it? How do you prove that this man over here isn't your brother? We look at both of your birth certificates and see that neither one of you have the same parent. That moment and that question has become emblematic of the explosive case that pits... It's terrible if you think about it. I gotta go back and read that for you, Ty. What the fuck? Who's your father? How do you prove it? How do you prove that this man over here isn't your brother? We look at both your birth certificates and you see that neither one of you have the same parent. I have in the gallery Mr. Montgomery's father, he said. He is not the father of the man alleged to be a brother. Mason doubled down. He sits there. I can't keep up with this, dude. The edible's taking over. My brain can't compute. As he spoke, Assistant Attorney General Gregory Goodwin shook his head in disagreement, but Mason doubled down. He sits there knowing this is a false allegation. For what? He is not the father of the man alleged to be a brother. What is happening? So he's his brother. He's his father, not his brother.
How did we get here?
What is going on? They're really tripping me up.
How is this important to the case of whether or not?
Well, I
trying
do
to
believe that
distract.
the person that they're like, this person's related to the sheriff, has another fucking, is a kind of head of office in the police department he's working in. Nepotism. That's what that's boiling down to. Okay, they're trying to get him on nepotism. If they're getting him on nepotism, not other shit, is he really that bad? You know what? Okay, hey.
I'm confused.
They need cops. They only got cops downtown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy brought, I don't know who I'm upset with here. The burden of proof is on the attorney general, he said, and he has an obligation to tell you the people what real proof he has. It's a Maury Povich thing going on here. Wait a minute. I want to see the person. Tell me if he's the fucking...
Did they say that in court?
Yeah,
It's
they
a
did.
Maury Povich.
Yeah, that's in quotes. I was like, wait a minute.
In public.
I want to see the person who's making all these accusations be in the courtroom here in St. Louis. I'm not even sure where he is. Montgomery staff has maintained that the sheriff is under no legal obligation to transport defendants to medical appointments. The sheriff has the custody of no one.
This sounds amazing.
This shit's
I wish I
fucking
could
wild.
watch it live.
Yeah, dude. This is what y'all fucking need to get off the Netflix and see what's going on here in St. Louis. He'll tell you it won't happen again, Mason told. This is wild, bro. The next step is a trial. Montgomery must formally respond to the petition by July 21st. Mason, the retired judge, told the current judge he expects to depose the attorney general himself. All right, man. Hey. That's just
At
wild.
least we got a new date to watch out for.
We'll bring you more on that as we keep.
I'm
hear more.
excited. I'm excited for the next quote from the sheriff. I hope it ends with I don't give a fuck.
That was particularly... That was a good one. That was a good... I don't know what I was expecting when I searched his name.
That was wild. What was up with that title,
That took
bro?
a turn I didn't expect.
I needed a second. That was wild.
I know.
Holy shit.
I had an excuse me moment myself.
That's real life. That's happening in the courtrooms.
That's happening in the
I only
court.
imagine it's the St. Louis big courthouse, the historic one. It's probably not. But imagine it being the same place Dred Scott was. And they just arguing, he is not my brother, that's my father. I don't know what is going on, dude. So there's that. Woof. I said Savage of the Week. My grandma but that was probably for last week when she was being a savage. She's probably still being a savage, but I think it was your week. And I don't want to rob you.
I believe it's totally your week.
Oh, fuck.
So double down.
So grandma.
She
Both
didn't-
my grandmas. Savage of the week. Okay?
Y'all were going through it.
Y'all
You
going
got
through
on
it,
the other
you
side
know?
of it.
Yeah. So we're going to get there. We love you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Ty, is there anything else we need to talk about or you need to tell these people?
No, not right now.
We'll try to meet up next week, and I actually will have time. This was probably the most fucked weekend time-wise for July. So, but I know you're out of town. So if there's give me a heads up if you think you won't be able to make it a weekend. I'll get a guest. We're gonna keep this going. We're getting this to 200 before I fucking am like, all right, I gotta the actual OBS doesn't work anymore. We gotta rebrand and make it like I gotta make new shit. So because I bet your screen still looks pretty crazy what you're seeing. Am I right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just see you.
Yeah, tremendous. So there's that. I got some fixing to do on my side, but anyways, come see me and Dr. Evil. We're gonna be playing private house show upon invitation upon request. July 26th. We're playing Friday, August 29th at Sky Music Lounge with popular demand. Come out to that. And then we're playing September 27th, Sky Music Lounge, Baddie's Promise. Come out, experience it all. Popular Demand is a pop cover band. Baddie's Promise is all originals and some covers sprinkled in. So, Chris on guitar for Baddie's Promise, Chris on keys for Popular Demand. We doing what we can out here. We got some stuff. How long are you in Argentina?
Till the end of July.
Okay, so like the 31st-ish, and then you come back beginning of August.
Then I go to Chile for about 10 days, and then I go to Peru. I'm gone for 2 months, man. September 9th.
Fuck. Okay. And then is China still happening this year?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, fuck. All right. All right, make that Skrilla, dog. Make that Skrilla. You got this. All right. I wish you happy butthole. You know what I mean? You feel me?
Yeah, I feel you.
What? I didn't
Got
think
him.
that was a ripper. That was good. I wish you happy butthole. May it stay, not fucked up over this trip, unless that's what you want. And then, be safe out there, right?
All right, man.
All right. I will try to hold it down on my end. And, again, give me a holler if you need me to hold it down for a week or two, okay?
Absolutely, dude.